Alright, this is going to be Dakota's first single. I really haven't handled this horse except for deworming and loading her on a trailer, but her owner's done all her handling since she's been here, what, like around a month or something? 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Time flies. And so she's done all the prep work. I just lunged her. I was very happy. She's very responsive and respectful, and so she's going to take over on putting her first single on. So she looks indifferent to that.
Huh?
I said she looks indifferent to it.
Like scared or indifferent as in
Good. She doesn't care. Does she look scared to you?
No.
No. So go ahead and put it on, and then turn it around, and then you're just gonna keep your eye on that hind leg. Make sure she don't kick your hand or your head when you draw on that cinch up. Check under her belly, make sure there's no crud, and then instead of just taking her and tighten it, you slip them lines through, but don't commit. Oh, you know what, go let it down on the longest, because I know she ain't that big. No, everything I said is gone. Alright, so
back.
yeah, you want to back them first, because when you back them, they're going to feel more pressure on that girth than they would if you just sending them forward. And then also when you turn them to the right, but have her walk off a little more straight away. Eyes up. Spank her till she goes. Spank, 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 spank. Good. And then up and down with that cinch. Tighten and loosen. Tighten and loosen. We prefer a horse never buck under tack, so I'd like to get her used to that feeling, not spring it on her. She don't care for it, but she's not humping up or nothing. Good. Alright, so some people like to see a horse buck under saddle or on their first single. Gives them a thrill. I rather my horse don't ever buck in tack, but of course once we have them on the line and lunge them a little bit and it looks like they're not gonna, then we can turn them loose and see if there's any bucks in there, and there could be, you know, especially at speed and when they do hard turns. But we don't want them bucking blind because they had a cinch on for the first time. So you ready to commit and get that, find a hole for that single? Very good. Backing is great because they're really going to feel that on their middle. Alright, so now you can find a commit, yeah, because she's not giving any signs that she's going to have a meltdown. Keep your eye on that back leg always.
Yep.
And always having that rope in your hand where you can grab it so she don't run off bucking. And then once you have your hands free, you can back her again a few times. Because if she humped up when you backed her, you just say, okay, I need to do a little more work, so she don't come unglued. So this is her, yeah. And this horse, what, 9 or 10?
10.
Never had a single on, never had a rider on, so that's what we're getting ready for. She has been sitting in the pen doing not much. Alright, stop a minute because I gotta stop this and start again. Okay, so here's her maiden voyage. I'll stay in the middle out of your way. You can just go over that corner and lunge her after you walk her. And before you ask her to trot, whoa, you got a problem, Houston. We have a problem on this side. Look at the,
Big one.
not just that.
Oh, Houston, we got a
So that's why we always go to the offside and make sure nothing's twisted, but that's nice soft material and not hard leather. I would caution people against, you have, oh, you got the rope in your hand. Caution people against using them surf singles that are that stiff leather, because once you go in that little, once you go to take it off, you have to pull so hard to take them stiff leather ones off, even if they're brand new. If they're cheap, cheesy ones, I think this brand's Tory and it's nice and soft. So move her front end away from you by tipping that whip upside down using the butt end at her neck. Push. There, now talk to her hindquarter with the whippy end. Look where you want her to go. There you go. See, as soon as her eyes look where she wants to go, the horse gets the idea, just like riding. Good girl. So this horse, even though she's 10, she acts like a baby because that's where her training is at a baby, but she's being really good for the work that she's had put into her, because she was in really rough shape when I met her over at her old place. No manners, want to run you over. And you could see she's not afraid of the whip, because you do that to other horses and they'd be jumping out of their skin. I don't like to put the whippy end toward their face anywhere. Look where you want her to go. There you go. So the first time, before you trot, you want to pull her head to you and drive her hindquarters away, so change direction. So you're going to step toward her hindquarter, back her up. No, you're good. She pinned her ears because of that bug, because of that B52. Very good. When I change the direction, I step toward that hip. Okay, this is, so now she tightened her one right before I started taping. She didn't do anything. I'm gonna move. So let's see you change her direction. You're going to pull her face and step toward her hip. Yep, there you go. And that, see, she, not bad. She does a little pin in there, but not bad. And then change her direction. So again, that's another thing, that they'll feel that girth, they'll feel that cinch around their midsection a lot more when you drive their hip away. When you disengage your hindquarters, they're going to feel that biting them a little bit. So you can do that and let it, see what happens when that cinch bites them. See, she pinned her ear. She goes, I didn't mean it. Alright, so now just ask her to trot a few strides, or good way. I always set myself up for success. Why do I want to do everything on the bad way? I want to do the bad way, but I want to do the good way first. So once you ask her to trot, just bring her right back down, right back down, right back down. Oh, see? Back her up. Back her up. Back her up. Yeah, you can. Turn around and kick at her. Well, hell's bells. Everything I was talking about happened anyway. Hold on. Because sometimes this thing is funky. So she just bucked. You can just stay there and follow us. That's why it's good to have a command of back up, because if they start bucking over the top of you, you want her to respect your space and back up. So I'm just going to go right there where you were. And then we just want to trot a few strides. We want to make sure that wiggle gets them back off of that pressure, so if they start going, that they'll respond to this. Even in the side, you'll see some over the top. So move her front, send her off. And I'm not going to trot her because she's heading in that corner. But I'm going to see if I can get her right back down. Okay. So this is good, baby. Get on. Trot up and walk. Good. Walk on. way. Good girl. Trot up and walk. Good. And disengage your hindquarters and back up. And this way. Good girl. Got a bug on you here. I just want to keep her in check because I don't want her bucking blind. Get on. Trot up. Today. And walk. Good. Good girl. Get on. Good girl. And then kick that red button to stop it. See if we got it. Alright. So we didn't cut nothing out, we just stopped, make sure it's taping.
Yep.
And it was. We're going to do a little bit more.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like when I go to work with this, when I do this,
Yeah.
right, should I just stick with her good side or should I even try her bad side?
Oh, of course you should.
Okay.
After you 6 feet, look for a good side. Get your shoulder off, get going forward. Good. So I'll prod her a little longer, maybe a quarter of a lap.
Okay.
Going into the corner is a good place to start.
Going into the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go right in here, give her a dive. Trot up. Good girl. And walk. Good. That's the way. That's a good move. Come on. Get on. Trot up. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Trot up. Get on. Get in that corner. Don't. Come on. Good. Hey. Hey, stop. Now I'm going to do that so you stop and back off of that. Right there. Walk up. Trot
How
up.
come you did that, Kath? Just so I know.
Well, I don't know. I have to check the tape. Did what? Get on.
Oh, 'cause she wouldn't trot. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the tape. That's my problem.
Good. Don't spin the ear too. This way. Good girl. Right. I just started not wanting to go in that corner because that's where I had to pick up the frog.
Oh, okay. I see.
She's like, I prefer not. Good girl. Trot up. Now, I raised my hand there because I disengage her hindquarters to make that cinch bite. So I want to make sure she's bucking, that she's in the mode of not bucking over the top of it.
I see.
Now I'm just going to do a lot of changes of direction without the swing. Disengage the hindquarters. Have to go forward. Disengage the hindquarters. Let her really feel that cinch before we turn her loose. I don't like them ears candy.
Yeah, rip her face off. She does that.
Now you're going to force it. Good. Just so she can really feel that before we turn her loose. Because she may buck, but we don't want her bucking blind. See how she's loosened up there? Look at that.
I know it.
And she wasn't. I checked it before we started. So that would go right around her. But even though she didn't look like she had a care, she did. So now she's a lot tighter, so she might react again. Good.
Watch it, Kath.
Get on. forth. Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. Get on. I know you got a bite. Good, we're planning on, we just took the surcingle off. I just asked her if she could drive her off and bring her back, because we do want to put that surcingle on and send her around the pen with it. She is shy of weight, but she's been here 6 weeks. Yeah, and she put a lot of weight on. She got a hay belly. Her ribs are still showing. Her backbone still. Yeah, yeah. And now call her to you. Why don't you trot backwards? There we go.